This episode of See Here's the Thing is sponsored by Grisey Audiovisual, All in Act Theater Company, Merch Nerds, and Cintus. And the award for Best Podcast goes to Moonlight? What the... Hang on a second. Let's get into episode 41 before we start talking about the Oscars and the telecast last night. In episode 41, we're going to hit up news clips that feature a brand new photo of the Han Solo cast, an honest trailer featuring Willy Wonka and Michael Bolton, a new actor for Chewbacca, first screenings of Wonder Woman, a brand new Alien Covenant teaser trailer, and the Batman finally gets a director. Plus, Patrick Stewart, Jordan Peele, Game of Thrones stars, and more in episode 41, which begins now. Welcome back to yet another episode of See Here's the Thing, episode 41, and I am joined by my co-host, Steve Harvey. Steve, it's so good... Wait, what's that?
I was so going to do that joke. I was so going to do that joke.
Wait,
I was so going to do that joke.
You're not Steve Harvey?
I had it all worked out in my head.
Wait a minute.
How I was going to say
Wait
it,
a second.
What I was going to do.
Hang on.
It was perfect.
You're telling me
Didn't communicate with you.
that you're not Steve Harvey.
Because I thought for sure I'd be able to take my joke. Oh, you took it from me.
Did I take your joke? I didn't.
We
We haven't really talked all day.
We didn't talk about it. We didn't talk all day.
We haven't talked all day.
No.
Let's get back to the issue at hand here. To just clarify, you are not Steve Harvey?
I am not Steve Harvey. Oh, I wish we would have talked about this. Oh, heavens.
I'm sorry. I was told that I was handed an envelope just before we started recording today, and it said your guest host today is going to be Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
And
actually, it said Steve Weiser on it.
Oh, that would have been more likely.
More what? Oh, okay.
More likely.
More better?
That would have been better. That would have been... Steve, are you out there right now? Can you hear me through the...
hang on a second. Someone's at the door.
Maybe it's Steve.
Oh, it's Steve.
No, we are here. It's Kate and Patrick once again.
Yay.
For another installment of See Here's the Thing.
I do need an adjective.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I do need an adjective.
Do you want one as Steve Harvey or do you want one as Patrick?
I want one as Patrick.
I am Kate, and I am once again joined by my bodacious co-host, Patrick.
Bodacious.
You're so bodacious.
Oh, now I had the whole thing worked out. I was going to do this whole thing where I was going to say, I'm sorry, Kate, you misspoke. I was totally wrong. Your co-host is really Steve Weiser. I had this whole thing worked out.
Well, he's going to be back probably later in the month anyways.
Really, only thing I had worked out for this entire podcast.
So I'm going to believe that you have not read the notes yet for today.
I didn't give a chance. I was really busy.
Although, keeping with the spirit of the Oscars, maybe the notes would have been wrong.
Yeah, maybe I would
just scrap the notes. Just get rid of them.
What are you doing? We
throwing
need
them away.
those. Oh, now
I'm
we're
throwing them away.
We're screwed.
Well, everybody's buzzing about the Oscar ceremony.
Last night, for those of you who are listening later, it was last night for us.
That's right. And
I'm tired.
Past, it was really long.
I'm tired.
Well past 12 o'clock hit, and I think it might have been like 12:08.
Now, can we tell the audience exactly how we heard the winning best movie last night?
Well, yeah, we were in bed.
We were in
asleep.
bed, about to conk out.
No hanky panky. I'm talking about.
No.
All clean. It's a clean story.
Clean story. So we're in bed, and I have my thumb on the remote.
And his CPAP mask on.
Oh.
He's real sexy at this point.
Hey, that's a lot of information. And so I'm lying there, and I said, do you want to listen to the speech? And you were like, no, I don't really need to listen to that. I don't need to listen to that at all.
We were basically asleep anyways. We figured that La La Land was just going to walk away with it.
Actually, I really wasn't that impressed with the movie. I didn't think it would win.
I was hoping that it'd be like a surprising shocker to have like Hacksaw Ridge take it out of nowhere.
I really didn't think that would happen, but I really thought that, and I hadn't seen Moonlight.
I haven't seen it either.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But so anyway, they announced the winner. What's his name? Who is the guy that announced it?
It's Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty's like hemming and hawing, and oh god, he finally announces it. I swear to you, people, I clicked the off button as he said La La Land. I said ugh, and I hit the off button.
We heard the music, and they started to go up on stage, and that was it.
Asleep.
That was it. So we went to sleep, and I didn't even check my phone at all in the night. I slept pretty well. I had a good night's sleep.
Good for you.
I felt good. picked up my phone first thing this morning, and the first notification was that there had been a horrible, horrible mix-up.
Yes.
And it helped me actually wake up. So I now want to try to create some sort of alarm that every morning you are greeted with some sort of shocking piece of information that just makes your brain kind of go, what the hell? And so you're completely awake.
Yeah, because I woke up to you screaming into your phone.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And then I didn't,
of course,
I didn't
there's
know.
me like the house is burning down. we're under attack from Russia.
Don't you know this is important news?
This is life
Wake
altering. How can you sleep at a time like this?
Another film won. It's devastating.
Yeah.
But
so
I
that
mean,
was
like,
my alarm this morning.
I mean, everybody was saying this morning how, Steve Harvey is just going, whew.
Yeah.
The pressure's off. Like, this was a way bigger mess up.
Ain't nothing.
The firm that ran the ceremony has just got to be scratching their heads.
Yeah, but it was confusing because Emma Stone won Best Actress.
Yes.
And she was in the audience with her notification, with her piece of paper that had her name on it.
Well, I read about that, and here's what happened. They have 2 suitcases on either sides of the stage just in case there is some sort of mix-up. Which, in hindsight, might not have been the best
isn't so helpful
scenario.
now, was it?
No. So, yeah, it's all sorts of confusing. I had a few friends that actually pegged Moonlight to win Best Picture, but I totally thought The Juggernaut was going to take it.
You know, we didn't find out if we won last night.
I don't think we did. We were in an Oscar pool, and we left, and I was somewhere near the bottom. You were.
Well, I was
pretty close to the top.
No.
No?
You were like third from the bottom. I was
Yeah,
like fourth from the bottom. There was like 12 people in this pool, and we were you and I. For as much as we sit and talk about pop culture,
Yeah.
we didn't know nothing.
Well, yeah. And a few of them I went with my heart instead of like what I thought was going to win. And I definitely looked at all those this morning, and like I picked someone different for Best Actor and Best Actress and Best Song and all that stuff. And no way. There's no way.
Yeah, it's really hard to predict it. It really is.
You know what was a really, really fun part for me, though?
Tell me.
Of the whole awards ceremony? There was
Pizza?
2 parts.
Pizza?
Yes, we had pizza,
we did.
number 1.
Yeah, we did.
Number 2, the little boy from Lion was adorable.
You're not jumping in the news stories, are you?
No, this is the Oscars still.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right. Because
No,
we have business before we get there.
I understand,
All
sir.
right, okay.
Steve Harvey, calm down.
All right. Okay, player.
Wow. Who was that? Was that your Will
That
Smith?
was
Will Smith?
That was me doing Kenan Thompson doing Steve Harvey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went that
okay.
way. I went that with it.
You weren't even just you were doing someone doing an impersonation
That's
of
correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
No, the little boy from Lion, which we saw. Actually, I saw. You weren't around.
Yeah. Shocking. You saw it without me.
With Dev Patel and the little boy. His name is Sunny Pawar. He was adorable. Jimmy Kimmel interviewed him later on the broadcast, and he was one of the highlights of the show. The other highlight was Michael J. Fox and Seth Rogen singing Hamilton together. It was
actually, that was a really bright spot. But Jimmy, I want you to play that. But Jimmy Kimmel was phenomenal.
I really enjoyed him. I thought that he handled it with enough class and enough, like, his jokes were on point. It wasn't too much. He didn't go too far. Yeah. I was reading some criticism of him, though.
Really?
And the one moment where he kind of made fun of Mahershala Ali's name, people were online going, why do you have to make fun of his name? We're 2017. Get over it. I'm like, I didn't take it that way, but many people were saying that he was making fun of ethnic names, and it's like, I didn't take it that way at all. But
that's kind of a leap.
That was the only criticism I read this morning. I love the thing with bringing the fans out who didn't know that they were in the Oscar ceremony. That was brilliant.
It seemed to me this year they gave the host a lot more material. They gave him a lot more time. It seemed like in years past it was the host comes out, does their whole opening bit, and then they kind of disappear until the end. Yeah,
there was a lot of time spent. We noticed this on montages, constant montages of actors describing who they admired, who they looked up to.
Right, and they did a lot of that for like Best Actor. They went through a montage of all the previous Best Actor or winners. I thought that was really, really effective.
And then they did a montage for whenever they announce an award, they'd show footage of other actresses or actors getting their awards.
Right. The one thing we missed when we were in transit between home and where we were was the in memoriam.
In the memoriam, yeah. So we'll have to look that up
So
later.
I'm actually curious if they included Bill Paxton or not, because
I'm sure they fit him in. I'm sure that
I don't know if they. I don't know if that was something they would throw in next year. I don't know. I should have looked that up.
Probably would have been easy enough to like throw him in at the end, but
maybe.
I would assume that they made some sort of mention just because it was so recent.
It was a really good night.
Yeah, I agree.
think the people that were afraid of the political speeches, I think that they were happy that there wasn't a lot of, there were some.
It was very subtle.
It was subtle.
It wasn't full on Meryl.
No, it was not full on.
We did not go full on Meryl tonight, or last night, but
it was good.
But here is the clip of Michael J. Fox.
Yes.
It's getting back to one of my favorite moments of last night was Michael J. Fox and Seth Rogen singing some Hamilton.
All I have to do is sing the Schuyler Sisters song from Hamilton in front of the world, and I will have completed my entire bucket list. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Angelica.
This is the best part.
Eliza.
And Peggy, look around.
We can't do the whole thing.
Okay, fine.
I want to be in the room when it happens.
Okay.
Yay.
Let's keep going. We were here to present the...
And they got two digs in there. But yeah, that was another highlight for me of the evening.
Yeah,
but
very funny.
I'm trying to think, like, were there any big surprises in the whole ceremony for me? And I was hoping that maybe Casey Affleck wouldn't win. He wasn't my favorite, but he did. He did win, beating out Denzel Washington, which was shocking because it's Denzel Washington, but not shocking because of what I'd heard. We saw Manchester by the Sea. We saw
5 minutes of fences.
We did. We tried to get through fences. We made it about 20 minutes and started working on our wedding registry.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Not one of our favorites. Emma Stone winning. We really wanted to see a Natalie Portman come out of the blue and nab it for Jackie.
Well, interestingly, we watched Jackie yesterday afternoon, and really, I loved it. I mean, I really did. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very enjoyable. I thought she was phenomenal.
I did too.
I thought she was phenomenal.
I thought she would have taken it from Emma, but maybe they're looking at the whole picture of her being a singer, actress, dancer in the movie.
And you were saying she wasn't there possibly because she's about to burst.
They had a segment where they read mean tweets.
Right.
And she definitely is super pregnant right now. So that probably is the reason why she wasn't there.
When someone is super pregnant, what does that mean?
They're going to give birth to the next Kal-El.
Ooh, Kal-El.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hashtag that was going around, if you remember last year, the hashtag that was popular was hashtag Oscars so white. This year it was Oscars so wrong. That was going. Matt Lauer mentioned it this morning on Today's Show.
Nice.
So I actually thought of it 2 seconds before he said it. So I just want to say it's mine.
That's not how that works.
It's totally how it works.
That's not how that works. Well, you've glossed over me, and I'm gonna have to interrupt you.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have to get our word of the episode in. Great player. That's it.
Oh, please stop.
No, that's all I got.
And our stats have gone down. That's the sound of our stats plummeting.
What was that sound again? Okay. Canada is still listening. We may have lost Kenya.
In Canada, it's reversed.
That's the same sound.
No, listen.
You moved your pen in a different direction.
Listen, I'll do it again. Listen very carefully. You ready?
Okay, yeah. Which one was that?
That was the first way.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I hear it now. Okay. Yeah. It's more than just a pen movement.
It's the accent.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we do need to get to our word
that is true.
Word of the episode.
Which is what, sir?
Well, now we are San's guest.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a guest, and this has happened a few times where they get sick suddenly. We've had sickness. We've dealt with sickness and on our own podcasting.
We have the temperature where we are is going from 72 to 29 in 24 hours.
And yeah, two more days it's going to be 60 again, and then by the weekend 29 again.
Yeah. So yeah, people are getting sick all over the place. So our guest today is not able to make it because he's sick, but we are going to get him back on.
We're going to have Chris Hernandez on the Casting for Two podcast. So we're going to get him back on when he's feeling better.
So as a result of not having a guest,
yes,
I figured I'd challenge us.
Okay.
So the word of the day, and by the way, listeners, Miss Kate does not know this word beforehand. She's hearing it for the first time.
And so are you sometimes.
So
your vocabulary is not too big.
Oh. What? How is what am I trying to say? That's not fair.
Wow, good job.
Anyway,
did that hurt? Do you need to take a break?
The word of the podcast,
yes,
will be crispy.
Ooh, crispy.
It's a challenge to get crispy in.
Crispy. I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat.
If you're a first
crispy.
If you're a first-time listener, we try to sneak in a word throughout the podcast and see if we can get in without the other person catching it. The word is crispy.
I'm looking at all the news clips thinking, how the hell am I going to get crispy in?
That was the point.
Oh, man.
See, if I had to guess,
Crispy.
I couldn't choose a tough word. But
I got to think now. All right. Well, do you want to talk about... Well, actually, I had a game that I don't know how successful it's going to be.
All right.
So in the spirit of Oscars So Wrong, what other awards did they get wrong last night?
Oh, gosh. Well, honestly, the foreign film was a disaster for me. Absolute disaster.
Well, what should it have been?
Can you name the other nominees? I don't even know who won.
What's the name? What's the name for like the man in French? L'homme.
Oh, are you making this up or are you?
I'm making it up. No, did you know that Mahershala Ali was actually not the winner? They just read the name wrong. It was actually Muhammad Ali.
Actually, that reminds me of a story. I had a department meeting today.
Do you have an impression of Muhammad Ali?
Oh, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Oh, no, that's terrible.
Are you constipated? Are you trying to do an old crotchety man? Like what is this?
Anyway, we had a department meeting today where one of my bosses said out loud, "Did you hear the story about how Muhammad Ali was not allowed back into the country because of Trump's travel ban?"
I did not. Tell me the story.
I said, the deceased Muhammad Ali was not allowed back in this country, and she went, "I'm sorry, his son. Well, apparently there's some story.
Or Layla Ali, his daughter.
His daughter was allowed back in because this is the story. Now, who knows how true this is?
Oh, boy.
The story was that she had a photo of him, of Muhammad Ali, and was allowed back in, and the son didn't, and he was not.
You do me a favor?
Yeah.
The next time we're out of the country, don't bring a picture of Muhammad Ali.
I'm going to say he's my daddy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my daddy.
There goes.
Was that up or down?
Obviously down.
Oh, obviously.
Down.
I think Canada just went up.
Canada.
And that
Kenya.
sound is,
Kenya, too.
That sound is.
I have to think about it.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
Let's talk about... Wait.
Well, hang on a minute. Are we done with this game? You didn't even play your game.
I gave you one. It should have been Muhammad Ali instead of Mahershala.
No, I said the foreign film.
Oh, I got nothing. The Tour de France.
Otherwise, they were perfect? Is that what we're going to say?
Well, no, I'm just saying, come up with some other awards that were given out incorrectly.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, the cinematographer award was totally missed.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Who should it have gone to?
Flesh Gordon 3 was a phenomenal film.
I'm sorry. Let me clarify for the audience. He's not saying Flash Gordon. He's saying flesh.
Yeah, I'm saying flesh. Flesh
As in
Gordon 3.
skin.
Flesh Gordon 3, the cinematographer was a genius.
Did you even see Flesh Gordon 3?
No.
But tell the listeners where you found it yesterday.
I didn't find it yesterday.
Oh, well then pray tell, how did you stumble across it? Pray tell.
We were watching movies on a unit called the G-Box.
Yes.
And one of the categories.
Let's be honest.
Right.
You were just. It wasn't like, oh, what am I gonna do today? Oh, look at this movie.
I don't sound like that at all.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. When you fall, you actually clicked on the category labeled NC-17.
I was curious what was labeled NC-17, and amongst the movies listed was
there's Monk's movies. I'd love to see Monk NC-17 movies.
It was Flesh Gordon 3.
A lot of chanting.
So, of course, a lot of what now?
Chanting.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were saying. There was Flesh Gordon 3. So, being the...
connoisseur.
No, not a connoisseur. Being for research.
For the sake of pop culture.
For the sake of pop culture, I did some research and clicked on Flesh Gordon 3.
Yes, and what did you find?
Well, it was not indeed Flesh Gordon 3.
What was it?
I believe it was like the 1930s or 40s Flash Gordon.
Well, I'm not sure if I should be disappointed by this story or...
Oh, I was incredibly disappointed. I was expecting Flesh Gordon 3, which had a phenomenal cinematographer.
Well, did you know that there was another award that was given out incorrectly?
Tell me, which one was it?
Well, they had the last name right, but they had the actor wrong.
Okay.
The best leading actor should not have gone to Casey Affleck,
No.
but Ben Affleck posthumously for Geely.
Oh, no.
They just read it wrong.
Said no one
They
ever.
finally realized that cinematic gem was long overdue for some recognition.
Wow, when he wins Best Director for Batman.
Oh, but he'll be in the Batman,
But
maybe.
he'll be in the Batman?
Maybe?
Yeah.
They have a director finally.
Yeah. Do we know who that is?
It's Matt Reeves.
I never
think.
heard of him.
Yeah, he was
Wait,
back
Matt
and forth,
Reeves.
back and forth.
Didn't he fix our furnace?
No. I mean, maybe he did.
Okay.
It was by Reeves Heating, wasn't
Okay,
it?
I think it was.
I truly can't tell you yes or no because it could be him.
Free advertising. That's all
I'm
going
to just go with maybe it's probably not, though.
Okay.
I'm going to just go out there on a limb.
I hear you.
Well, do you want to get on to some news clips? You want to jump would you like to fall on top of some news clips?
I sure would.
Or jump up to some news clips?
Whatever.
Whatever.
I want to hear what's your sounds. That's what I want to hear.
Some sounds. Okay.
That was good.
News clips. So news with.
That was like Mario Brothers hitting the flag at the end.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Stop. That is not the flag.
Okay. All right. Stop. You did. All right. Fine. It wasn't the flag, but you did the coin thing.
That's the invincibility star, sir.
But you did, and then you ended with
flag. The flag is.
The
The flag is. Ba-ding. No. Stop fucking around. The order is you hear the ba-ding when he hits it, and then it goes ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Now, you missed the choreography, but let me tell you, it was phenomenal.
It's just my finger going up and down.
All right.
Just playing it. Anyway, let's talk
We
about...
are off the rails
We're
today.
so punchy today.
Man.
Let's talk about the new Han Solo spinoff film. We got our first look at the cast this week, and I think you're going to be pretty excited about this, Patrick, because
I think I will.
it's got one of your favorites in it, Miss Amelia Clarke from Game of
Yum.
Thrones. Yeah, take a look.
Oh, hey, there's a photo, and
Oh, do tell.
Oh.
What?
Why do we see Woody Harrelson?
Because he's in the film, sir. Maybe you were absent during that episode we talked about.
As a drunk...
I think you weren't here.
Was he a drunk? Is he a drunk in this one?
He is playing Han Solo's mentor.
Who is drunk?
It's kind of like a Hunger Games thing again. But they have, in this picture we were looking at, we have directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller alongside Alden Ehrenreich, who is playing Han Solo, Donald Glover playing Lando Calrissian, and Amelia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I've never heard of her before.
So are we to assume then that we will learn of the game in which Lando Calrissian lost the Millennium Falcon?
I hope so.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason he's going to be in
I
there.
also hope that we find out where the phrase "I got a bad feeling about this" came from.
Bad feeling about this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure.
Come on, I'm the
it's
man
not-
of 1,000 impersonations. You couldn't recognize that one?
Was that
I got a bad feeling about
was that Steve Harvey? Underwater
So I'm on IMDb.
in a ball gag.
I'm
Oh God, no! Was that Bender from Futurama?
Pipe my shiny metal ass.
That
was really good.
That was Robert.
Stop.
That was Robert De Niro from Bad Grandpa.
Stop. That was really good. No, I'm looking here at Johannes Sotamo.
We will take a break. Patrick's had a stroke. What are you looking at?
Johannes Sotamo. Soyotamo. Johannes Sotamo.
Listen, guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you for the past 41 episodes. We will now be drawing
He
our
was
series.
born in Espoo, Finland.
What is happening right now?
He is the gentleman that's playing Chewbacca.
Oh, you've jumped.
Jonas Sotamo.
You've jumped to a different news clip.
I'm still on Star. I'm sure on the.
How about Suotamo? How about that? Don't make him sound like he's Swedish, Patrick. Maybe he is.
And while we're there, can we just pause briefly for a moment to remember the Swedish people that were injured in that terrorist attack?
Can we just have a moment of silence? Burk. Okay, good. Done.
And done.
Does it say where he's from? That's a fun name. Junis Suotamo.
Oh,
Suotamo.
Excuse me.
Patrick, I didn't have a heart attack in the middle of it.
He is from Espoo, Finland.
See what I mean? I think that you like have to go to the bathroom, maybe?
Espoo. ESPOO. How would you say ESPOO?
I don't even know where you see that.
In Espoo, Finland. He's our Chewbacca. He's going to be the Chewbacca. Oh, how funny is that?
I'm really hoping our stats this week, Espoo Finland shows up.
Oh my God, please.
Really
if you know anybody in Espoo, Finland.
Look at him on Twitter. He's a good-looking dude.
He's a good-looking dude.
Like, really good-looking.
Yeah, well, all right, calm down.
Actor, former basketball player at Susagenji.
Oh, say it again.
I did not hesitate. Playing younger Chewbacca in the new Han Solo spinoff film.
Whoa. I am not making this up.
Flash Gordon?
No. A Finnish native who played basketball as a power forward and center for the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Shut the
I
front
swear
door.
to God, it's right there.
I think you're making that up.
No. And his star sign is that.
He's got a website.
He does?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let's take that back. In his Twitter bio, he has a tiny URL, which is a shortener. It links right to the Star Wars website.
Okay.
So instead of writing StarWars.com, he made up a tiny URL, which is a little cute.
God, he played basketball for Penn State.
I want to follow him right now.
I must be friends with him.
Anyway. So, yeah, we have a new Chewbacca and a new picture of the Han Solo spinoff cast. Looks phenomenal.
Oh, we're back to that now?
Very excited. Well, you kind of detoured, but it's okay because you got to say Espoo.
Espoo.
Espoo. Thank you very much for that.
All right, so who else is in I don't know anybody else in this photo.
I just told you. Were you listening to me?
I don't know who these
Donald
people are.
Glover,
Yeah,
Alden
I know him.
Ehrenreich,
Know who that is.
Woody Harrelson,
I know who that is.
Amelia Clark,
And I know who
and
that
our
is.
new friend Junis.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is great. This is going to be fantastic. I'm excited.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, what else do you want to talk about?
Totally off the rails.
Do you want to talk about something that my friend David Mitchell sent to me this week?
Why is he your friend and not my friend?
Well, I think because we communicate well together over email.
I've known him way longer.
Yeah, but you don't email him on affairs of the blog and stuff like that. He's on our Facebook. He's a contributor now. He's my friend. My confidant.
You know what? You can have him. Because I have Larry Lewis.
You have Junis.
I have Junis from Nespo.
From Nestle.
No, Nespo.
Nespoo is what happens when you have Nestle.
I would like to apologize to all our listeners right now. I am very sorry.
Oh my God. This week,
So what did he send you?
David Mitchell sent me an honest movie trailer.
Oh, is he the one?
You bet. And this is a film near and dear to my heart growing up. And you just need to listen. So just have a listen. This is the honest movie trailer for Willy Wonka.
Oh my God.
From Roald Dahl.
Sounds like me.
Dahl. From creepy Dr. Seuss comes a classic blend of fairy tale, horror film, and 2 ounces of shrooms. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Experience a movie that's pure children's wish fulfillment, but still wasn't afraid to scar you for life. That balanced out its joy and wonder with lessons on how adults were mostly idiots, kids were mostly evil,
Can't you shut up? I'm busy.
and even good guys could freak out at any moment in a secret test of your integrity.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Good day.
Candy's good, trust is bad. Got it.
So the honest trailer is about 6 minutes in length, but the highlight
Please play it. Please
has to
play
be
it.
the fact that in the middle of it, we
Please
get an
play it.
interruption.
Oh my God.
Wait, did I read that right? You mean multi-Grammy Award winner Michael Bolton?
Hello, Epic Voice Guy.
Whoa! What are you doing here?
You invited me here?
Well, sure, we didn't think you'd actually show up.
Well, I did. Because I have a new album to promote, and it's called Songs of Cinema. And whatever you guys did with Deadpool, it worked.
Aw, thank you. Then let's do this. Featuring the Creepy Man song.
Who seems like a nice guy, giving treats to you. Never ask for money, just a creepy hug or two. The creepy man can, cause he's got a white van with even more candy.
So like he goes on to do like another 2 or 3 songs.
Oh, they're wonderful.
It's so brilliant.
Wonderful.
They've taken their trailers up a meta step yet again. Oh, so good. So good.
So good.
So good. So good. And sorry.
I believe your dog is chewing.
If you can hear that cattle cry in the background, my dog is trying to bite her own ear. Right now.
No, I think what happens, she takes her back leg and tries it, and then gets mad at her
Yeah, she
leg.
tries to scratch her ear with her back leg, then she tries to chew her back leg.
She gets mad at it.
We've all had those days. I'm having one right now. Oh, boy. So, Suotamo, Han Solo spinoff, Willy Wonka trailer. Where do you want to go next? You want to talk about some superheroes?
You know what? What was that?
It was my sound effect, not really.
What the heck are you doing now?
It's my sound effect for superheroes. It's a little punching.
Boy.
You know, like my then if I had to do a punch, I'd be like.
But you play. Okay.
So let's talk about some superheroes. Wonder Woman has finally screened for an audience, and apparently people are very happy with it.
That's surprising because it seems like the last couple of movies that all we hear is negativity coming out of the filming.
The buzz lately, I use that word a lot. The buzz lately has been that both Wonder Woman and Justice League were not going to be good.
Right. That's
Some
what I heard.
insiders were saying that they had seen early screeners or what have you and had said it was just like another Batman versus Superman. So this is good news to hear that it's seeming that people are liking it. I guess when you go see like a screener like this, you basically have to swear that you're not going to talk about it.
Sure.
Obviously. So this one person on Twitter said, loving everything I'm hearing from the Wonder Woman test screening, have so much faith in this film, in Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, bring it. So, yeah.
We have a date for this movie?
I'm just checking it out. It's June 2nd, 2017. It's this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was 17. I just said, oh, yeah, there it is, June 2nd.
There it is.
How about that?
So that makes me really happy. The trailer, as we've talked about time and time again, looks amazing and was probably better in some aspects than the entire Batman versus Superman movie.
Well, she saved that movie for both of us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like Margot Robbie did for Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously also in the movie is Chris Pine, who is now jumping ship from playing in Star Trek movies to this universe. So it has all the makings of a great film. Yeah. So let's hope that this is something to get us through the next few months.
Yeah. Definitely excited about that.
Did you ever watch Predator?
Yeah, that years and years and years, of course ago, I did. I was a big fan of that whole series.
I know.
Aliens and Predators.
I don't know if I ever saw Predator.
And then I think I played the video games too, the Alien versus Predator video games. I played a number of different kinds of those.
Well, you're going to love this news clip. So you know that Predator is being remade.
I did know that.
Oh, good. So you did read the notes.
No, I knew that because I was smart.
Okay. No, that's not true either.
Why are you so mean to me today?
I'm going to make up for it at the end. I promise. I don't. Instead of going down,
no.
Go,
that sounds like I unzip my pants.
Is that a baby holding an apple? Woo. Anyway, the Hollywood Reporter this week confirmed that Game of Thrones star Alfie Allen, who plays Theon Greyjoy in HBO's Game of Thrones, will be part of the new remake.
Hey Zach, how you doing?
There's our Game of Thrones mention.
Talk to you, Zach.
So he is playing an ex-Marine who will team up with several other outsiders to try and take down the human-hunting creatures that are wreaking havoc across the country. Joining Allen will also be Jacob Tremblay, who was the little boy in Room, Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us, and the next Black Panther movie, Keegan-Michael Key, your good personal
buddy.
friend.
Hey, Keegan, how are you?
And Olivia Munn.
Oh, I like
from
Olivia
X-Men
Munn.
Apocalypse.
I like Olivia Munn.
So that's exciting news. I really enjoyed him. I'm looking forward to seeing him play something other than a whimpering, the character of Theon, of Reek. I'm looking forward to seeing what else he can do.
Yeah. As you were talking, I had this in my head, and I was going to say it out loud, and I thought, well, I better do a little research before I say that. We kind of glossed over something earlier, but in talking about another Predator movie or another Predator movie, we need to have a little discussion here about the passing of Bill Paxton.
Oh, that's right.
Because he was in the original Aliens in 1986 as Private William Hudson. And he was also in Predator 2, and I'm not sure if he was in Predator as well. No, he was in Predator 2 as well as Jerry Lambert. So yeah, that was a real big shock to lose Bill Paxton, and
so shocking.
61 years old, complications in surgery is all they're saying. But yeah, so it actually makes me sad to see the Predator movie being remade and know that he's just not going to be a part of it.
Well, remember a few years ago when we first went to Universal, we went to the Twister ride.
Yes.
And it's one of the worst rides. It closed, but it makes me remember back when I was in high school. I had a group of friends that we'd hang out all the time and watch movies, and that's not code for anything. We really did watch movies, but they had this strange obsession with Bill Paxton. Strange, like they'd watch Twister, they'd watch Aliens, they'd watch Apollo 13. They were obsessed with Bill Paxton, and I can't remember what started this off, but they would constantly bring him up.
Yeah.
And so when I heard the news, I thought of my friends in high school.
Well, for years, my brother and I would quote the Weird Science. He was the creepy brother in Weird Science, and my brother and I would do the quotes of whatever he said. Oh my gosh, constantly. It also says in the Wikipedia that he died at 61 from a post-surgical stroke following heart surgery. So there's citations needed, but that's what they're saying.
That's what I read too.
Yeah,
that's so sad.
Very sad. 61 years old, and if you ever get the chance, go to his wiki page and just look at his film credits. They go on forever. He's done a lot of wonderful, wonderful things, including director. He directed Frailty and The Greatest Game Ever Played, and a movie coming out in 2017 called The Circle, which is in post-production.
That's the one with Tom Hanks and Emma Watson.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays...
And the guy from Star Wars, John Boyega.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Looks very good. The trailer looks awesome.
So that'll be a little sad.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to talk about something a little bit happier? That kind of snowballs off of the Predator clip?
Sure.
So... your good friend, Keegan-Michael Key.
Keegan-Michael Key, yeah. Hey, Keegan.
Who listens to, obviously, tuning in right now, which is odd because we're recording it.
Hello, Penn State grads. Of course he listens.
Of course he listens.
We are.
He is set to be in a production of Hamlet at the Public Theater in June, joining Oscar Isaac from Star Wars The Force Awakens. And Oscar Isaac will be playing the title role. So Keegan-Michael Key is playing Horatio. I would love to see that.
I would too, actually.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that I joke about Keegan-Michael Key in Penn State, but I did see him in a movie. I'm sorry. I did see him in a Shakespeare play. I saw him in A Midsummer's Night Dream, and he was phenomenal. So I know he does have the chops and the ability to play Shakespeare.
There's not really anybody else in the cast that is notable, but the director, his name is Sam Gold, and he just directed a version of Othello, which starred David Oyelowo. Oh boy, there's my stroke.
Yes.
David Oyelowo.
How does that feel?
And Daniel Craig.
When your brain is
Daniel Craig
fried
was in
to a crispy
Othello.
crisp.
Shut up. So that, I would love to see that. That would be something to see. I've really, really enjoyed Oscar Isaac. My first... obviously, introduction to him was for Force Awakens. Oh, did you just say crispy?
I said crispy.
Oh, he's staring here looking at me with victory arms. Damn it. What did you even say? I wasn't even...
My brain is fried to a crispy crisp.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
We've seen Oscar Isaac also in Deus Ex Machina. And then X-Men Apocalypse. He was the bad guy.
Yep.
Unrecognizable. You never would have known, but yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. I would love to see that.
So,
I've got another one to snowball off of that.
Because you're talking about the last one there on the movies list?
I am talking about that one.
Because, his buddy
Jordan Peele has directed a film called Get Out, and somehow it is one of the 4 films in 2016-17 that have received a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
100%?
100%.
How does a film get 100% on Rotten Tomatoes?
People seem to really like it. Wow. So the other films that have received it are Things to Come, which is called L'Avenir, which is a foreign film. Tower, Only Yesterday, and OJ Made in America.
What, now, was OJ the Made in America the 7-hour one that just won
I believe so.
An Academy Award? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have 7 hours of my life I want to dedicate to O.J. Simpson.
All of the reviews they give a whole list, maybe 10 reviews in this article. All are so favorable, saying that he can balance the horror with the social critique very, very well, and that's amazing. I mean, the movie looked good from the trailers, but now with all this hype, now I feel like we have to see it. Maybe that's what we'll do for next week. We'll watch it.
Yeah, we can do
We'll watch that and Moonlight. How about that?
We do need to see Moonlight.
You want to go on a date in our living room in our comfort of our sweatpants?
Yeah, right? Yes, I would.
Well, let's take a little break, and we'll come back, and we will chat more about the film news clips, media clips of the week, and we'll be back after these messages.
Woo! Hey, Kate.
Hey, Patrick.
What's going on?
Nothing.
You know what I like?
What do you like?
I like theater.
Me too.
You know Erie's got some great theaters?
It does?
Yeah, including Almanac.
What's Almanac Theater?
Almanac Theater is the brainchild of David Mitchell and Larry Lewis.
Tell me more.
Well, they do wonderful productions, very affordable.
Tell me more.
They are performing Agatha Christie's Spiderweb.
Ooh.
Which they will also be contributing to the Gannon Fringe Festival in 2017.
Uh-huh.
The Middle Ages by A.R. Gurney. And Lend Me a Tenor by my good friend, Ken Ludwig.
I'm always out of tenors. So, Patrick, where can I find Almanac Theater?
Well, if you've got a computer and you can go to allanact.net.
I think you mean all an act.
Oh, Allanact. I thought it was Allanact.
Maybe it is Alan's act. But no, it's all an act.
All an act. www.allanact.net or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
They're located at 652 West 17th Street in Erie, Pennsylvania. They are the best entertainment value in this community since 2004. They feature comedies, dramas, mysteries, farces, quality theater at an affordable price. Theater lives here.
$1 from every admission benefits community shelter services and Erie's homeless.
Please visit allanact.net to support the companies that support us. And we are back.
Thank God.
We've returned.
Is that the sound for returning?
We have returned.
Oh, my gosh.
Boom. Now that has to be a media clip. It's of some sort. Like, we have to make that into an audio clip now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all game.
What else do you want to talk about, Patrick? Do you want to talk about some Batman news?
Batman. Yeah, let's talk about Batman.
So the Batman, meaning the movie, not your favorite Batman, but the Batman, finally confirmed a director, and that is Matt Reeves, former director of Cloverfield. Now, his name has been going up and down throughout the news this week. Yes, he's directing. No, he's not directing. He's holding out for more money. But 3 days ago, we found out that he has been set to direct the Batman after Ben Affleck's departure.
Do we know anything about him?
All I know is that I have seen clips of Cloverfield. I don't think I actually got through the whole thing for some reason. I'm not sure why, but very much well-liked movie. He's a big fan of the film.
Here's I think probably the $1 million question.
Yes.
Can this new The Batman movie do as well as Lego Batman?
Ooh, I don't know. We still have not seen Lego Batman yet.
We have not.
But again,
heard wonderful things.
The details, no concrete plot details have been revealed yet for the movie.
For which one?
For The Batman.
Okay, all right.
But Affleck's Bruce Wayne will face off against Slade Wilson, also known as Deathstroke, who is played by Joe Manganiello from Magic Mike and True Blood fame.
Didn't see True
Also
Blood.
returning for the solo adventure are Jeremy Irons as Alfred, first introduced in last year's.
Now, that's weird.
What's that?
Because shouldn't it have been... I can't even do it with a straight face. Shouldn't that have not been him?
Oh, you mean Bourbon Swilling Alfred? Sit on my butt, Alfred?
No, I was thinking it should be, what's his
Michael
name?
Caine?
No.
You want him back?
Morgan Freeman.
He did not play Alfred. There's a story behind that. I think we told it a long time ago.
Yeah, we did.
But my mom somehow confused the actors Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, it's tough.
How you confuse the two of them, I will never know, but she still is kind of convinced that Morgan Freeman was actually Alfred.
Hey, Judy.
In the Batman movies. But joining Jeremy Irons is also J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon.
J.K., just kidding.
J.K. of Whiplash fame.
He's phenomenal.
He makes a cameo in La La Land.
He is Commissioner Gordon. He's phenomenal.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Well, I don't know. To me, I felt like Gary Oldman was a fine Commissioner Gordon. I really enjoyed him.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah.
You're wrong, but it was good.
Well, then who your favorite Commissioner Gordon is?
Casey Affleck.
That's not. Actually, okay. For all the shit I've given you this whole episode about impersonations, that one's actually dead on. Patrick does a stellar Casey Affleck impersonation. Mr. Affleck, will you tell us about how you feel after your big win for Manchester by the Sea?
Well, yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
Perfect. It's perfect.
2 hours later.
You remember how we were talking a little bit about Alien?
I do. Do you?
So there's a new Alien movie coming out.
It is.
It's called Alien Covenant.
What's her name in it? Sigourney Weaver.
I don't know, but we got a 4-minute prologue video introducing the crew this week.
Really?
Yes.
Like the crew, like the grip boy and the boom operator.
Just the crew. Here's the best boy. Here's the Foley artist.
Boy's a Foley.
Here they are making sound effects. Yep, that's what it is. It's stunning. But no, the cast features, and this, not my favorite actor, but James Franco, Danny McBride,
no idea,
Michael Fassbender, yay. Catherine Waterston, who was in Fantastic Beasts.
And Where to Find Him?
And Where to Find Them, yes. And that's all I got for right now. So I am excited for this.
You don't sound excited. I mean, I know excited
because I think of James Franco. I'm not a huge, and I keep hoping like maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe it's Dave Franco because I actually like him, but
no, he plays Branson, whatever that means.
So this is apparently this movie is taking place before the Alien films began, because there are rumors suggesting
it's a prequel,
that James Franco and Catherine Waterston's characters are going to be the parents of Ripley. And people have been saying in the footage it looks like she's pregnant.
But you know what? Here's the thing.
What's that? Here's the thing. It's been a really long time since I've seen Alien. Okay. Like if they're going to do a movie where they're going to talk about like the prequel stuff, like I don't remember enough about Aliens to like know what's going on in this movie. Wasn't there an Aliens, the guy that did like the knife thing with his hands, the android? Wasn't that in this one?
I can't say no.
Are you just a girl who can't say no?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm writing my own accompaniment.
You're off the rails. I don't know. I don't remember if that's...
Were we ever on the rails?
Possibly.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, one thing is for sure.
What's that?
It's going to be a scary movie. And it's what, Covenant?
I feel like we're running out of steam. Do you feel that way?
No. Maybe you are.
I feel like I'm done.
Oh, boy. Alien Covenant. Isn't that the same name as one of the American Horror Stories?
Coven.
Totally missed
American
that.
Horror
Sorry.
Story Coven.
My bad.
Plus, the first part's different too, Patrick, so it's not Alien Coven.
Well, thanks for explaining
You're
that
welcome.
to me.
You're
welcome.
Oh, remember that moment in the Oscars when The Rock sang and it wasn't that good?
Yeah, and everyone was like, please don't.
Oh, please don't.
Please
and
don't.
actually, you kind of sounded okay on the CD, even though it sounded auto-tuned a lot of it.
No, it was 100% The Rock.
That's
a bad sign when you're checking your watch.
I got a message. I got to go. It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood calling. They said that I actually won Best Actress.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Who knew? For what?
All my voice work for this podcast. It's been so stunning.
Your voice work?
Yes.
You've got to be shitting me. Your voice work.
My voice work.
I am the man of 1,000 voices. And your voice work? Oh.
Bill Cosby, go.
No. Actually, that's Bill Cosby doing Roscoe Pico Train. No.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. Yes. I don't know. I can't
what
do,
the
I can't do,
hell?
I can't do.
Did you think I said?
Give me
Daniel Craig.
Bond. James Bond.
That was a little Sean Connery.
But she's Bond.
That's not Daniel Craig.
Okay,
though.
Daniel Craig.
Okay, go.
He doesn't talk much. He doesn't say much.
He really is. You nailed it.
Nailed it. All right. Give me another one. Give me one more.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I need a little more specific, Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Do you want naked
I've got
Daniel
it.
Radcliffe?
No, this is what I want. Daniel Radcliffe, Goblet of Fire, underwater. Was that from the film Tusk by Kevin Smith?
How did you know?
I have this intuition.
Yeah, you're right. It was Tusk. Totally Tusk.
Yeah. Emily's like shouting at her phone right now because she hates that movie.
What, Tusk or Harry Potter?
Tusk. Oh my God. Yeah. Such a weird movie.
Yeah. Emily, stop screaming.
Emily's screaming. Anyway, I got a few more clips for you.
Thank God.
That are about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because we gotta get our steam up. Let's get our steam up.
I'm sorry. Here we go. You ready?
Go,
Okay. You and Rian.
No, I'm not. Don't
Go.
spread
Do him.
Don't spread rumors.
Give me your best impersonation of.
I am the Captain No.
That's not
That's not him.
Tom Hanks. Give me your best Tom Hanks.
I am the Captain No. Oh, you want Tom Hanks? I got Tom Hanks.
How about
I'm Sully.
give me Cersei Lannister.
Oh, now you want me to cross gender?
You're the voice work guy.
Okay, all right. Cersei Lannister.
Yeah, give me Lena Headey.
Oh, Jamie, not there. Oh, it's in the pooper. That's my Jamie Lannister right there.
Please tell me what season and scene that was from.
That was season one.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
Was that in the tower?
That was in the tower,
Okay.
right before Jamie threw the boy out the window.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, Jamie, not there. At the
Why is she so...
She's a little Miss Doubtfire.
She's Scottish.
A little Miss Doubtfire.
What is happening in my life? I think... Oh my God.
You know what? This is fun. Next week, I'm going to have a list for you.
I'm not good. I don't claim to be good at impressions, though.
Well, that's where
You're the one sitting over here like, I should get an Oscar for my voice.
1,000 impressions. I am the rich little... Oh, that's...
Anyway, getting back to Ewan Rian.
Oh, come on. Who?
Oh, I'll tell you his character name and you'll know exactly who it is. Ramsay Bolton.
Ramsay Bolton.
Yeah, so
You're salty.
I'm a little salty. He is going to be in Marvel's ABC drama Inhumans.
So,
The Inhumans, a race of superhumans with diverse and unique powers. This sounds a lot like X-Men. But he's going to play Maximus.
Speaking of X-Men, don't you have something else you want to tell us about X-Men?
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Very sad. Sir Patrick Stewart, that you just, if we couldn't tell, did an impression of him just a few minutes ago.
I haven't done him.
You were about to do it. I think you went to Sean Connery in your mind. You got the two of them mixed up. But Patrick Stewart has sadly announced his immediate retirement as Professor X.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, so it's a very bittersweet story. He talks about how he screened Logan with Hugh Jackman. And they were in Berlin watching the film, and as the movie ended, he got really emotional, and so did Hugh Jackman, and they kind of just sat there, and he realized that the way that the film ended was just such an appropriate way to say goodbye to the character that was it for him, and he just decided that was it.
And you remember what I said about this? I said I would love to be, I'd love to do anything in a movie and be an actor, but how awesome would it be to be able to say, I'm done playing this actor. Not have the movie come to you, the people come to you and say, you're done. You're not doing this character over again. But to be an actor, to be famous enough to be able to say, I'm done. I've done it. I've told the story. And Han Solo was the same way. Mm-hmm. Or his name. Get off my plane. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is the same.
Get off my runway is what it should be.
My runway. Anyway, he was the same way. He has said time and time again, I'm done. I've told the story. There's nothing else to say. I would love to be able to be an actor and be in that position. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I think it's time. Hugh Jackman has been in the Wolverine shoes since 2000. That's 17 years dedicated to a character.
Yeah. See, in my experience, every time I do a show at the Erie Playhouse, they say, you know what, Patrick, we're done. That character's done. Please don't do that character ever again.
Just don't even bother coming back to the rehearsals. We'll just find someone else.
You know what? Yeah, your brother's available, right?
I got one more clip for you.
You do?
I do. It's interesting.
Is it? And how are you going to segue into it?
Oh, I have no transition from this from Patrick Stewart. But you know what movie Patrick Stewart likes to watch?
Tell me.
Godzilla.
Godzilla?
Yeah, didn't know that.
Nope.
Sure. Well, remember the remake we saw in 2014?
Yes.
There is a sequel. Godzilla 2. And they have just added a new cast member. So they had already cast Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things.
Bobby Brown?
Millie.
Oh, I love Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Bobby!
That was obviously his impression of Whitney Houston. I knew exactly what he was doing, though. That's the sad part. My bad. So
Why
joining,
are you holding your head?
Oh,
I don't understand.
I have a headache for some reason. Joining Millie Bobby Brown in Godzilla 2 is also Bloodlines' Kyle Chandler.
I don't know who that is or Bloodlines.
I feel like you should know who that is.
Yeah, I probably should.
He was in Friday Night Lights.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
The Godzilla movie you referenced in 2014, is that the one where Godzilla had babies in the gymnasium of the Knicks?
Wasn't there... It was in Japan.
Was it?
I don't think it was in New York City.
What movie am I thinking? There was a Godzilla movie where there was the gardens.
Was this Flash Gordon 3?
Flash Gordon 2.
In a spoon. Kyle Chandler. Getting back to him. Here's how you know him. God. He was in The Day the Earth Stood Still, Super 8, Argo, Zero Dark 30, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Manchester by the Sea. He was the brother.
Oh.
He was his brother. It was actually, I couldn't believe it when I figured it out. It was actually him. He does not look typical Kyle Chandler-y in the film. That? So he will be there in Godzilla 2.
Godzilla.
Along with Bobby Brown.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, I missed that show. I'm going to go find a sound clip right now. Oh, boy. I was playing songs today for my children in school, and was playing Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You." And their homework was to listen to this playlist I created, and then I'd give them extra points, and they could name the singer and the song. And their best guess was like Celine Dion or Britney Spears. That was their other guess.
Oh yeah, sure. No clue. They would have no clue. Are you looking up the clip?
I'm looking up a clip. Oh, I think I found it.
No,
you did not. I think I found it.
You did not.
Oh, you shut your mouth. I think I found it, and you're gonna love it, and I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be great.
Rebuttal?
Once again, joining Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Which is any relation?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
This is a small white 12-year-old girl.
I'm going to ask again. Any relation?
No.
Okay.
Oh, anything else you want to add?
Well, I will add.
Oh, look at you looking at the
my
the
disappointment.
Notes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I will add my disappointment.
Don't add your disappointment. We're not quite there yet.
All right. Okay.
Before we go for the week,
go on.
Before we end for the week, we need to once again mention that we are in a Crispy Podcast tournament.
No, that is so fake. Oh, it's terrible.
I either had to do it or I had to face your disappointment. And I can't live with myself if you're disappointed in me.
All right.
We are in a wonderfully crispy, somewhat soggy podcast tournament on Blazing Caribou Studios.
And I hope and pray to God that this is not used against us.
maybe this is what they want.
This entire episode,
they want us to go off the rails.
Oh my god!
But yeah, we're in a podcast tournament, and in the month of March is when they're going to start to play those episodes. So we will absolutely let you know when we hear about it. We have been adding some song covers to our Take Cover series on YouTube. Actually, on the lookout at this point for submissions. I think we can get to that point where we could solicit for submissions. So if you have a song cover that you do a good job with, you could always send it over to us and we could feature on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think we need to be careful, though.
What's that?
We won't just take anybody.
No, I mean, we're going to be a little discreet. Yeah, absolutely. But if you want to check that out, head over to our YouTube page and hit subscribe. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, we're always looking for guests. You could head over to on seehere'sthething.com. There is a tab that says be on the show or be a guest. And all you have to do is fill out a survey. And if you jive with what we jive with, then we'll get on the show. That's how it works. If you want to leave us a voicemail on the website as well, is a little button on the left-hand side. And you can leave us a SpeakPipe voicemail. It's a quick 90-second message to us. If you like what you hear, please go on to Patreon. Consider becoming a sponsor, or there's another service called AdvertiseCast, which lets you give us an ad for your business, and we will put it on our program. Speaking
of our are the people that have sponsored us.
Speaking of them, the wonderful, wonderful people, my friend, Dave
Your
Mitchell. My friend Dave Mitchell and All in Act Theater, once again a sponsor, along with Grisey Audio Visual.
Yep.
Join us on Instagram, on Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. You can catch us on Stitcher, iTunes, Podomatic, and Google Play.
What is Stitcher?
Stitcher is another service for podcasts, just to distribute it.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's very popular. You should look at my notes sometime. Perhaps maybe for episode 42.
These are your notes, you say.
These are my notes, I say.
I didn't know it was 2 pages. I would have.
It was front and back.
I would have.
You should have asked with me before. You should have checked.
You're right. My bad.
Anyway, thank you for once again tuning in. Thank you, Kenya, for listening.
Yeah. There's a reason. There's a reason we bring up Kenya.
They're in our stats this week.
Yeah.
We get these international stats, and Kenya's in there. Canada's always in there. We love our
Thank you,
Canadian
Canada.
listeners. Thank you so much. And I think I also saw Somalia was up there.
You know what else is in there?
What's in there?
America.
America's at the top.
Yeah, America.
That's right.
That's right.
So thank you again for tuning in. We love to hear from you anytime you want to get at us on social media. Get at us on social media.
Oh, boy.
Until next week, this has been another episode of See Here's the Thing. I am your host, Kate, with...
I'm so sorry, everybody. I very much apologize for this episode. And I'm Patrick.
Yeah, and he's Bodacious.
I'm Bodacious.
And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.